Page 215, this is number 3 at the top of the page. It's another reading exercise. I just go through the system I use for learning a piece of music, and I want to point out a few things here. I look it over, it's 2 lines long, treble, bass, clef, no sharps or flats in the key signatures, so we're either in the key of C major or A minor. If you look at the last measure, you're here. It is an A minor chord, because the C, the notes are rearranged a little. It doesn't matter, it's the note names we're after, and this makes up an A minor chord. We just have the C here instead of here. And we're doubling the A. That's fine, it's still an A minor chord. Technically, we could have left out the E. And you can still tell it's an A minor chord. And 4/4 time signature. Both hands are busy, so I'm going to take one hand at a time. And of course, right now, if I can, I connect everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now they want 2 here. I don't like that idea. I would like something else. I want a fingering that allows me to connect the notes. I don't want to have to just jump around in a 5-finger position all the time. So I don't want thumb on that A. I gotta do something else. What can I do? Lots of things actually, because I have 2 C's in the second measure. I can change hand positions on the C's. So I can do it here, 3, 5. Now I'm in a position, if I do a 4, I can do a 1. Because all those notes really, that's just a chord. That's fingering 4. So now I'm in position I can connect everything. That allows me to play this without looking at the keyboard also. So again, at the beginning it's 1, 2, 3, then it's a 3, 5, 4, now it's a 2. And then measure 5, you just lift up and move. It's like the A at the end of measure 4, and the A and measure 5, it's a repeated note. Remember, I can change hand? That's all it is. I do it again. I connect the whole thing together that way. Left hand, we're starting out with the chords, 1 chord and a 4 chord, and then they want this. Unfortunately, because you have a chord, I don't have a lot of help for you. You just got to lift up and move. So you're here. You need to be here. You're going to use the thumb. So it's the thumb you're after. Here. There. Now if you could got right hand working right, so you don't have to concentrate on the right hand here, that makes it easier to move the left hand. Because what they're doing, you're moving both hands at the same time. Now sometimes we have to do that in piano, but if at all possible, I avoid it. And here, again, I don't have to move the right hand. I'm doing other things, so I just concentrate on the left hand. So it's here. Then you go back up for measure 5 and do it again. Okay. Then I put the hands together. Well, here, and I'm going here and here. Both hands, but again I'm going from here to here, so I can concentrate on the left hand because the right hand's just doing that. Yeah. So I get that hands, notes, and rhythm and all that junk working, and then I go back over it carefully and get rid of the hesitations. Look down at the keyboard when you have to, because sometimes, but try not to look at it. Generally when you look down to see where you're going, you're only glancing down for a moment, just to see where you're going. Because even when you glance down and look away, you can still see it in your head. And that works very well, it really does. Just glance down and I can still go where I want to go. For a moment. It doesn't last that long, but it does work. Then the articulation, is that, okay, phrases. Well, you gotta lift up anyway, because so just lift up. Otherwise, connect it in the right hand. The left hand, you connect what you can. You can't connect the chord, and you gotta. But otherwise, connect what you can. Dynamics, this starts out with a P. A piano is soft. That's the melody, the right hand. These chords need to be very soft, light. And then you get a crescendo to go up. We're going to go up to auto moderately loud here. And I say moderately loud because in measure 5 it says moderately loud, so that's about how far I'm going to go up. Huh? This, a little louder, moderately. This can get a little louder, it's got to stay on the background. This only gets up to about a moderately soft. Here. I want to hear the right hand. Now I'm moderately loud, second line in the right hand. Left hand soft. Now I'm going to go down. And this, very soft. That's the dynamics. You need to get to the point you can feel the dynamics, as well as the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the speed. Adagio, moderato. They're mixing them up again. Adagio, slow. Moderato's in the middle somewhere, so I guess this is slow in the middle somewhere. A slow moderato, or a moderate adagio. It's a felt thing. It's whatever. There's other indications they could have given you besides this to get the same idea across, but that's what we're using, so okay. And it's the feel. The half notes want to speed it up, and the quarter notes are going to want to slow it down. But overall, it needs to feel like you're just going somewhere. It's gently. Just not too slow, because then it drags. Now they've added pedal. Okay, we could use pedal because it'll help us connect these stuff. I can't connect them here. Now we're not pedaling everything, so let's examine. Why are we pedaling? And when you first do it, you can go ahead and just do it the way it's written. But you want to always question it. Is that really the best pedaling? Is that really the effect you want? So first, we're going to do it just the way it's written. Overlap here. Change it after you play the notes. Lift it after you play the note. At the end of the line, you see that you don't get one of those little carrot things. It just comes up. That's an indication you lift the pedal with the hands. So we're going to hear the phrase. So a little silence. That's what they're doing. So the next question is, does it sound okay? If so, fine, go with it. Is everything okay? We're changing the pedal with a harmony. We're not pedaling this to smear it up. If you did, it smeared up. You get that. You don't want that, I hope. So changing it with the harmony is fine. Am I keeping the melody sort of clean? I like a clean melody. And here we are, because we're changing it. We're changing it with each one. So okay. So in this case, I would say this pedaling seems to work. Okay, we'll go with that. So feel this. Get into it and feel this. Slow and gentle. Again, at the last measure, the pedal and the hands come up at the same time. Don't lift the hands and let the pedal do it for you. Here. That's laziness. Now, in some cases, when you're being showy and whatever, you might do that for that situation. But usually, most of the time, you will keep your hands on the keys, keep them down, as long as you got sound coming out of the instrument. Now they want you to transpose this to G minor. We're in A minor. We're going to go down one key to G minor, a whole step down. G minor has two flats, a B flat and an E flat. And when we run across an F, we're going to play up sharps because we're using harmonic minor. Otherwise, we're basically playing the same fingers. However, when you start moving around, sometimes it gets tricky. Another way to think about this is in the music, the notes in the music, pretend they're one note down. So that A, instead of an A, it's a G, it's just one note down. And then A, and then a B flat, you got to stay within the key. And then you come down here, it's an A, D, and F. Here. That chord at the end, Instead of here, it's here, but you got to stay within the key, so it's a B flat. Remember, G minor has B flats and E flats, so you got to do that. So it's there. Here, you figure those out. Chords of G minor, here, here. When you come down, instead of an E, it's a D. You're one note down. Instead of here, you go. I figure out each hand what it's doing, and I attempt to put them together. Here, here, and then the 4th chord in the left hand, and then here, same fingering in the right hand I was doing 4, and then here, and then the right hand's going to come down to the D here, and the left hand comes down to a D here. Just stay there. Here, because those are the notes in G minor. That's what I gotta have B flats. Then you raise up and do the whole mess again. Here. I just think I have to stop and think about it sometimes. That's the idea of transposing it. You can transpose it to any key. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I will do the pedaling so you can see it, because I think you can hear the notes okay anyway. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.